everyone. Today
Till the web filtering.
Web filtering.
Yeah.
we completed our web filtering also.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Thank you so much. Okay, so today we will discuss about the application control, the next security profile.
Yes.
Kiran, you can start recording there on your side.
Okay.
The topic is today application control. Okay, so let's just start and focus on application control security profile configuration. Let me access first this FortiGate firewall. So guys, application control is what? Application control is an option. Okay. For example, if you talk about Cisco SA firewall, so Cisco SA firewall is a second generation firewall, but Fortinet is a next generation firewall. With Cisco ASA, we cannot block any specific application if we want any specific application. But if you're working with Cisco ASA firewall and you want to block any application, you need to know what is the port number for particular application. You need to know. The point is, let me open a slide. The slide will help you to get an idea. The slide is from Palo Alto, but I will also go with Fortinet slide. So we have a multiple application and what? See, this is the option. If you are working with port based firewall, like second generation of firewalls, so if you want to block, for example, Yahoo Messenger application, so you need to block this port 5050. If you want to block BitTorrent application, so port number for BitTorrent is 6681. The point is, if there is a scenario, so I'm working with a scenario where I have a legacy firewall and a firewall with app ID, or you can say application control. Don't be confused. In Palo Alto, it's called app ID. In Fortinet firewall, it's called application control. So if you are working with legacy firewall, like second generation of firewall, and if you are trying to allow DNS application, DNS, DNS is what? Domain name system. You can resolve with IP to name and name to IP. So DNS, if you allow your DNS, so yes, BitTorrent application is automatically allowed. That is the problem with, that was the problem with a legacy firewall. But if you are working with a firewall with next generation feature, or you can say with app ID feature, so what? Like for example, if I'm working with next generation firewall, this is the scenario. If you are trying to allow DNS and you want to block a specific application, yes, you can do with app ID feature or application control feature. In FortiGate firewall, it has what? It has a signature of application. It will verify the 7 byte of application data signature and behalf of the 7 byte of application signature database. It will verify that which application you are trying to open. And as per your policy, you can define you want to allow or you want to deny to a specific application. Let's discuss again one more scenario. In another scenario, we have what? If I'm working with same legacy firewall, but the application, I required one more device which is called app IPS. IPS is a device called intrusion prevention system. We have a signature database device. You can say it's a sensor device which have a lots of signature about application. So for example, if you are working with legacy firewall, so you require two devices. If you have firewall and what next one is what app IPS. So with firewall, if you allow your DNS, application is by default allowed. But if you want to block in any specific application, you need to add one more device. It means what? You require two devices, one firewall and second is what? App IPS. But a firewall with next generation feature, what? Will give you both function in a single box. Like for example, I told you if you want to allow DNS, yes, you can. If you want to block any specific application, yes, you can with next generation firewall. Is that fair, guys?
Yes.
I can show you the option here.
Yeah.
I can show you the option. Palo Alto Applipedia or Fortinet application control. Both are the same. Okay, don't be confused. So application control is what same in Palo Alto. It's called Applipedia. In Fortinet firewall, it's called what application control. So in application control, what you have a lots of application signature database, just like a Palo Alto. See, this is a kind of database. Same database you can get in Fortinet. This page I'm using as a reference. So what you can see, this is kind of database. In database, you can get application information like what I want to block, for example, or maybe in my organization, they are trying to open BitTorrent application. Remember this BitTorrent application, very popular. Okay, if we are trying to download any pirated software or anything, so we always use movies. We always use BitTorrent application. See, if you click on this BitTorrent application, so what you can get this some description information. BitTorrent is work with P2P technology. Okay, and what the risk? The risk is 5. It means what if you are using in your organization, if clients are using this application, it means what they are on risk.
High
The risk
risk.
is what 5. The risk 5 in Palo Alto it's called risk, but I will tell you in Fortinet also. But try to focus here. See, we have a risk level 2, 3, 4, and 5. The five is what is higher risk. So you can verify some application information. Like for example, you are using Facebook application. So Facebook base, if you click on Facebook base, what if you are using this application? It means what the risk level is 5, and it is in the category of social networking application. So you can get some information about this applipedia.poloaltonetos.com, or you can go with the application control option. The point is you can go with your firewall, and here you can create your security profile. You can go and click on application control. I told you guys you have a big database about application signature. Only you need to verify. Only you need to create a security profile. In profile, you can define which application you want to allow. Okay, and you which application you want to block, or which category application you want to allow. Like for example, I want to block all gaming application. I don't know how many gaming application right now in the market, but if I have a signature in my 48 firewall, if I have a signature, yes, a firewall can detect it and can block it. I can show you the database also. But see, if you click on application control, we have a default rule. If you click this default rule, so what all the information is on monitor. So it's a default policy. If you want to create your own, yes, you can click on create new, and you can create your application control profile. The first you can give a name, and here these are the category of application. Right now we are working with virtual FortiGate firewall. So right now I have a signature database, but this device is not updated. Okay. If you want to verify your all application signature information, you can click here, view application on this. You can click on application signature, and right now in this FortiGate firewall, you have 2,304 application signature. Maybe if you update your FortiGate firewall, so you can get other application signature information. But right now we have 2,304 application signature. And in Fortinet firewall, see, we have a risk. In Palo Alto, it's called risk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The higher risk is what 5. In Fortinet firewall, it's what low, medium, informational, high, critical. And we also have technology. Same information you can get in Palo Alto also. See, technology. Like I want to block all gaming application. If I will click here, so what? Wait, let me delete this option. So what if I want to block all gaming application? As per this database, what they have 71 gaming application information. If you click here, You can also define your technology, like gaming application clients are using gaming application. It's based on browser based or client server application. So like I want to block browser based. You can click here. If you click, you can get some information here. Like I want to view the information or I want to block all a gaming application, browser based gaming application and what which has risk for. If you click, you can get some information. So like this, we can block it. Same information we have in Fortinet firewall, browser based client server, network protocol, peer-to-peer application. So if you verify any signature information like Facebook, yes, we have Facebook application signature database. We have what? Facebook chat, Facebook file download, Facebook upload, like button, login. You also have game, Facebook app, Angry Bird, multiple games you have here. You can verify the information about, like for example, Facebook application. It is in a category of social media and technology. It's browser based and popularity is very high. And risk, if you are using, so risk is what? This one. It means what? Wait. The risk is this one. It's called what? It's called medium level of, see the information medium. So to use this Facebook application, the risk is medium. It's not high. You can get some other information like Google application. So you can get Google application, Android application, Gmail application. Can you hear me, everyone?
Yes, you can hear.
Daminda, you can start recording.
Yeah.
Aminda, you can start recording. Otherwise, I'm recording the session. Okay, we'll send it to you. Daminda.
Yes, I started recording. Thank
Okay,
you.
okay.
I got a bit late.
Now, so here we have what? A complete application signature database. Like for example, guys, you can, if you want to block TikTok, you can block. But right now, I think we don't. It's not updated Fortinet firewall. So you, in updated Fortinet firewall, you can get all kind of application signature information, and you can block it. So TikTok or any application, you can block from here. But right now, this is the only information. You cannot block anything. You can only get the information about your application. How many application information you have in your FortiGate firewall. But here you can create your profile. So you can give a name, blog for marketing users. Now you can see we have a category here. So we have a category for application. Category for application means what? We have business application. In business application, you have two informations. 179 application we have here, and 6 what? Cloud-based business application. So you can get some information. Social media, you have 150 social media application, and 31 social media application is what? Is a cloud-based. So you can get some information about here, about from here. See, if you click here on social media, if you verify your signature information, so you can verify both cloud signatures and computer application signatures. You can click here. See, these are the application, and these are in a category of social media, network services, update, videos, journal interest, collaboration application, cloud application, game application. So, like for example, I want to block all social media application, all social media application. So you can click here. If you click, you can get multiple options: monitor, allow, block, quarantine. Monitor means what? If I will select this option, okay, your LAN user can access this social media application, but as an administrator, you can get a log information. With allow means what? User can access this application and you will not get any kind of log. And if you block, so it just block. And now quarantine means what? If you select this option, so I want to quarantine this category. I want to quarantine this app category for 5 days, 2 hours, and 15 minutes. So we can quarantine this particular category for this time duration. Is that clear?
Yeah. So after 5 days, we are able to access that link. or those
Yes, yes,
pro.
Nandan.
Oh,
Now here we have, right now I'm trying to,
So
yes, yes,
Jitendra, like that means it's a temporary blockage of that particular
yes,
application.
yes, I want,
Quarantine.
yes, I'm not blocking, but it's a template, yes. I'm defining a time, okay? With quarantine, we can define a time limit. I do not
yeah.
want to use this category for 2 days or 3 days, up to you.
Okay.
Now,
Uh,
yes.
Yeah, so Jitu, so let us say if we want to allow some applications from that social media or video, not all, but maybe minimum 1 to 2, we have that flexibility here.
Yes, I will
Okay,
tell you.
okay,
Okay, give me
yeah,
2 minutes.
thanks. Okay,
Okay, now guys, see, this is the categories, guys. So these are the category where you can define your application. Like I want to block all social media. Yes, it's block. I want to block all gaming application. Yes, we can block. I want to block all video and audio, block, and general interest, block. So with this option, what it will block all social media application. But right now, if you click here, you can if you can see this information, application and filter override. So here we can override this application category. If you click here, what option you have? Application. You have two type, application and filter. So application you can define here, and here is the action. Action we can discuss later, but right now these are the application, guys. Like with this option, with this option is what we are trying to block all social media application, right? But if we want to allow any specific social media application, like for example, for marketing user, I want to allow only Facebook. They can access Facebook application, but rest of the social media application I want to block. So with this option, all social media application will block. But with this option, it's what?
Override.
Application and filter override. So if you click here, and if you define your option like Facebook, the good thing about this 48 firewall or Palo Alto firewall is what? You cannot only block a particular application, but if you want to block micro application or allow micro application, yes, you can. Like uh, you want to allow Facebook, but in Facebook you want to only allow chat. Okay, chat. That's it. You want to block like button. You want to block upload, download. Yes, you can block. So right now, if you click here, so what? You have these application signature about Facebook. So if I want to add this information, I can select this one, and now you can add. So these applications are selected, and here you can define your action. So I want to allow these application. You can click on OK. So what will happen if you will attach this security profile in your security policy. The first preference is what? This. So it will first check this application and filter tab. If the information is not available, then it will go for the category. Understood, guys?
Yes.
So first it will verify that, okay, facebook.com, yes, you can open. But maybe user is trying to open linkedin.com. Okay. So what? Yes, linkedin.com information is not available here. So what it will go and check your second category option. In category option, all social media application is what? Blocked. So user cannot access LinkedIn application. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So like this we can create what? Our application control. Let's discuss this information again with slide. Okay. So I told you that what application control, we have a large application database in our FortiGate firewall. So FortiGate can recognize network traffic generated by a large number of applications. The application control sensor specify what action to take with the application traffic. The point is, you can verify the category. I told you, you can define the category of application override, filter override. You can go with this option. From here, you can create your application control profile, and this is the category option. On category option, you can work with monitor, allow, block, quarantine. and this is the what application control profile, and you can attach your this application control profile. Remember, if we are creating us any security policy, we can attach our security profile option with policy. Remember, we can define incoming interface, outgoing, source, destination, schedule services, and here is the option, guys, security profile. If you
Yeah.
enable this option, okay, you can attach your security profile option. Same option you can get here. The next one is what? This is the response page. If as per your policy, if you block Facebook application, so if user is trying to access, it will get what? A response page. The response page information you can click. If you click on system, if you click on replacement message, in FortiGate firewall it's called replacement message, but in Palo Alto it's called response page. So if you click here, so you can get in security profile, you can get this option application control block page. If you click here, so what this is the default page. Okay, you can verify. See, this is the HTML page. If you want to change anything in this HTML page, you can change. You can click on save. But this is the default page, guys. If user is trying to open, so yes, user will get this response page. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Naveed, Abhishek,
Yes.
who is Mr. HP? HP,
Mhm.
let's remove Mr. HP. Okay, let's continue. Can you hear me, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now the point is, if you define your application control and if traffic is traveling through the box will maintain the log and report. For application control, you can click in log and report option. Here you can click on application control. So there is two option actually. See, you can verify this information in forward traffic. Same information in application control, you can get application information. The point is there is a difference between forward traffic and application control log. See, if you click on log and report application control, you can get start time, log message, source address, which source is trying to access this application, which destination is trying to open, which application is trying to, and what action. In forward traffic, you can get some extra information. Forward traffic log, you can get what? Device information also. So from which device, XP or Windows 7 or Windows 10. So you can get some extra information in forward traffic. That is the difference between application control, log and report, and what? Forward traffic. Now you can go for this option. I told you application filter override. So with this option, you can attach your application, and as per your action, you can block, allow, monitor, and quarantine. This is the response page. What is allow means? Allow the target traffic to continue through the FortiGate firewall. Monitor means what? This action allows the target traffic to continue through the FortiGate unit, but log the traffic for analysis. Block means what? I want to block all kind of application. Quarantine means what? This action allow you to quarantine or block access to an application for a specified duration. Okay, everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is called what? This is called your profile, which is called application control.
Application.
I hope it's clear for you. I will share this slide, guys. You can go with this slide. If you face any problem, you can discuss with me.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone.
So Jitub, I have one question. In this application, we can create like multiple profiles, right? So is there any limit, or we can create?
No, there is no limit. Okay, there is no
Okay.
kind of limit here.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
you can create multiple profiles, and you can
Okay.
attach. See, the single profile. Nankishore, you can attach with multiple security
Okay.
policy. No problem.
Yeah, I got that. Just I had this profiles query. Yeah, thanks.
Is that Naved? Is that clear for you now?
Yes. Clear.
Abhishek, Daminda, Kiran, Rahul.
Yeah, clear.
Let's move on. Our next option. Next is what? Next is called antivirus profile. What is called antivirus profile? Antivirus profile is actually related with content ID, data payload. Like for example, if you are trying to open, for example, you are trying to open or you are trying to download Mozilla Firefox, this application, Mozilla Firefox. So you are getting multiple URL page here. What HTTPS www.mozilla.org, mozilla.org, mozilla.org. Here you have some option. What you are getting this link also. HTTPS mozilla-firefox.en.softonic.com. So this is not a official URL, right? If
Yes.
you are trying to download this Mozilla Firefox from this site, maybe the file is infected with virus.
Possibility.
Okay? Yes. For example, you are trying to download any pirated software, or maybe you are trying to download some file from BitTorrent, maybe. So it may be possible the file is infected with virus. So how your firewall will detect it? In firewall, you can create antivirus profile. Antivirus is what? Just like your laptop antivirus software. Okay, you have a antivirus software in your laptop. If any virus is coming, so your antivirus will check with his signature database. With his signature database, it can verify that it is malicious or not. If it is malicious, so yes, your antivirus application will block it. But it's just a small application. I'm talking about a big signature database. So in FortiGate firewall, you have what? You have a antivirus signature database here. Antivirus signature database. And as per database, if he will detect, he will match the information. Like for example, a user is trying to download any file, and file is infected with virus. The FortiGate firewall will scan the file and verify that with his signature database. Okay, the file is infected with virus. You cannot download it. It's blocked. The point is we have multiple kind of attack. If you talk about attack option, so we have multiple type of attack. These are the attacks, you guys. Maybe your file is infected with virus, or maybe there are some link is attached with your application which you are trying to download. So guys, I'm giving you 2 to 3 minutes. Everyone, please read these information.
Sure.
Okay, read these information about these are kind of attack. Everyone, I'm coming. Please read this information. Hello?
Yeah.
Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, it's clear.
So here we have what? We can create security profile. We can create antivirus security profile option. And security profile we can attach with our security policy. So you can click on antivirus. We have a default policy for antivirus profile. You can click and create your new antivirus profile. You can provide a name like block for marketing user. Here is the option, if virus is detected, then what? I want to block, or you want to monitor only. So yes, you can select this option. But I want to block. If virus is detected as per database signature, so yes, I want to block it. The point is, the user is trying to download database data file or application, okay, through HTTP. I want to inspect these protocol. I can define these options. Like for example, user is trying to download any malicious file through HTTP, or maybe he's trying to download some information through mail, any application, POP3, okay, IMAP, MAPI, FTP, CIFS. So if you allow or if you inspect all the protocols, so if the user is trying to download any file and if the file is infected with virus with these protocol option, guys, you can see guys, there is no option for HTTPS. Everyone,
Yes. Yes.
there
You're
is
right.
no option for HTTPS. So you cannot use this option through for HTTPS connection because HTTPS connection is fully encrypted.
Okay.
You can only detect your with this option only. With antivirus profile, you can only detect these protocols, and you can only allow these protocols. If user is trying to download any file through HTTPS connection, your firewall cannot detect it. Okay.
Ditto.
For this, you need to define SSL decryption option. Okay.
Okay.
If you want to inspect your HTTPS connection, so you need to discuss a different topic, which is called SSL decryption. With SSL decryption, what if user is trying to download any file through firewall? User is trying to download any type of firewall from outside, and what if this connection is if this complete connection is HTTPS, then your firewall cannot detect it. Understood, everyone?
Yes.
The point is the information is encrypted. So if the information is encrypted, then your antivirus signature database cannot detect it. That is the problem with HTTPS connection. The point is here in antivirus profile, you can only inspect these protocols. But if you want to detect your HTTPS connection, yes, you need to discuss decryption profile. It's a different topic. Decryption profile. But I'm giving you idea. With this decryption profile, what once you attach your decryption profile with your firewall policy, then what will happen? It will first decrypt the HTTPS connection. Then your HTTPS connection will look like normal HTTP. And if the application will look like normal HTTP, then yes, your FortiGate firewall can detect the virus. Is that clear?
Yes.
Everyone? Naveed, Abhishek,
Yeah, clear.
Ravina?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here we can
Yeah.
create our profile. You can click on OK. And this profile you can attach with your security policy. You can click on, so like this, see guys, like this, you can create multiple security profiles. In some profile, you want to inspect only HTTP, or in some profiles, you want to inspect only SMTP. So yes, you can enable as per your requirement, and you can attach your security profile option in your security policy. This is the option, antivirus. What was the name? The name was block for
Antivirus.
marketing users. You can
Yes.
select, you can click on. And see, Naveed, if you want to inspect your HTTPS connection, so this is the option, SSL inspection.
Okay.
Okay, everyone.
Yes. Got your point.
So let's discuss this topic again with slide. Okay.
This will impact on speed as well, am I right?
Sorry.
So this will impact on the speed as well,
Yes, yes,
because as much we will open the inspection.
yes. First it will decrypt the traffic.
Yes.
Okay, if you are using SSL decryption, so at first it will decrypt the traffic. It will take time. Then it will verify with signature database. It will detect and block it.
Okay. Now, 2, 3 things like in the live scenario, if we talk about. Okay. Now, in the general internet where we are using, for example, SMTP is passing through Office 365, which has a separate security protocol. I
Okay.
don't want to put that SMTP over here.
So you
Okay.
can, yes, you can
Okay.
see. You don't want to put this. So there is an option. You can click and you can specify your inspected protocol.
Sure.
Here is the option. Like for example, I'm in this profile. I'm trying to inspect all the protocols now.
Yes. Yes. Got
But
your point.
as per you see right now, if I am using this profile with any security policy, so it will take a lots of time because I'm inspecting all the protocols, right?
Yes.
So that is the reason. See, if you are creating your profile, so as per your requirement, if you want to only inspect your HTTP connection only.
On the browsing. Yeah. Got
Yes.
it. Okay.
So now,
Another thing.
yes.
For example, if something is getting blocked,
Okay.
okay, is there any option I can release from there?
No, you cannot see. It's a detected by FortiGate firewall and it will block it. Okay.
Automatically. Okay.
You can only get the log information.
Got your point. Got you.
Okay, everyone. So what is antivirus profile? Antivirus profile protect against virus, worms, Trojan, and spyware download. See guys, you can also see this profile can scan a wide variety of malware. It means what? Executable files, PDF file, HTML file. You can see this option. If antivirus profile is not available in your security profile tab, so you can go and click on feature visibility. This is the option. See right now it's visible here. If you click on security profile, you can get this option. But if this information is not available, this profile is not available, so you can go and click on feature visibility. You can enable your antivirus profile from your security feature. So
Okay.
by default, it's enable here. It's available. Now you can enable from here. You can create your security profile with this option. Remember these protocols: hypertext transfer protocol, simple
Yes.
mail transfer protocol, post office protocol version 3. So you can inspect these protocol. See, this is the website, guys. If you are working with real scenario, or maybe in your organization, you have a signature, you have a license on your FortiGate file. So yes, you can test it. The point is, for test, you can use this website. The website is very dangerous. You can, if you want to crash anyone's system, you can open this website, eiscr.org. And from here, you can download real virus. Everyone,
Got your point.
you can open eiscr.org. You can download here malware test file. You can click here, and you can get a tab information. Right now, okay, HTTP is temporary, not okay, but no problem. See, this is the information. Same tab. This is for HTTPS, but same tab you can get for HTTP.
Yes.
So for HTTPC, you can download. These are the virus, guys. If you want to crash anyone's system, you can download and run it. That's it. Done. So this is the option for HTTP, but right now HTTPS option is not available right now. But yes, this is the option for HTTPS. So from this website, you can download your anti-malware test file, and this is the option. Wait, this is the website eiscr.org. Is that clear,
Yes.
everyone? You can get a log information in your antivirus login report. The information is what? Start, date and time, service, source, file name, which file user is trying to download, what is the exactly file, virus or botnet, the file name, the URL which user is trying to open, and what action is performed. Is that clear, guys?
Yes.
Antivirus profile option.
Yes.
Kishore, Naved,
Yeah. Yeah.
Daminda, Kiran,
Yeah.
Rahul.
Yeah, it's clear.
Yes.
Clear.
Yes.
Okay, now we can discuss our next topic. The topic I want to start first, see, we can start virtual domain, but the topic I want to start first, this not these topics, see, not these topics. I want to start VPN first. Everyone,
Okay.
I want to start VPN topic first. So can we start this new topic from today or from next class? Guys, the VPN section. Only
can start.
VPN will take VPN section, not VPN. Only this chapter, IPsec VPN. Theoretical and practical. Only this topic will take minimum 3 to 4 hours. Only IPsec VPN. Then you can go for SSL VPN. Guys,
Sure.
if you want to do practice, so you can do practice this week. You can start IPsec from next week, a fresh topic.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Okay.
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 Okay, let's continue our VPN section, because in VPN section, Naved, we can discuss first. We can discuss, actually we have two type of VPN, okay? We have a two type of VPN. First one is called IPsec VPN. And second we have SSL VPN.
Yeah.
In IPsec VPN, actually we will discuss about site
To site.
to site VPN. I have a complete theoretical slide and notes. Okay, guys, we can discuss proper manner, like what is encryption, decryption, hashing, what is phase 1, phase 2, what is ESP protocol. We can discuss everything. First, theoretical portion.
Okay.
In site-to-site VPN, in FortiGate firewall, we have three lab. We have three lab only in IPsec. The first one is what? Policy-based site-to-site VPN. Second, we have route-based site-to-site VPN. And third, we have what? Template-based. Okay. So only for, I have to leave now. Yes, Kiran, you can go, no problem. I will send the recording. We will continue the topic from next week. Yes, Kiran. Okay.
Hello.
So these are the options.
Hello.
Okay. Okay, now. So the option is what? We in IPsec. Abhishek, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, Abhishek. Any question?
Yeah, actually, means I'm not available in like first two class. So one topic like in routing section, like when we have multiple VLANs and we are doing routing on firewall.
Mhm.
So that topic is covered or or
No, actually, we are not focusing on routing, but I told you how to configure static and dynamic routing. I told all the option. You have day 1 and day 2 video.
yeah, I have.
We completed our static, default
Okay.
configuration, and dynamic routing option.
Okay, so is it possible for multiple VLANs also for
Yes,
routing?
you can
Yes.
configure it. Just like a routing and switching option.
Okay. No issue.
If you face any problem, Abhishek, you can discuss with me
Okay.
next class. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So in IPsec, we can discuss policy based, route based, and template based. So we have actually three lab only in IPsec VPN section. Then we can go for SSL VPN. SSL VPN is dedicated for remote access VPN option. Nankishore, Rahul, Raminda, Abhishek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's continue our topic from next week. And see, guys, I'm sending all the slides. Okay.
Yes.
Application control and I think I shared all those slides.
You shared already.
Yeah, you shared.
Perfect. So
All the labs,
if you
16
want
slides
follow
we
on to
have.
slide, I can send it to you. Okay.
Yeah, that will be great.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's continue our next our session from next weekend. Okay, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you.